We'll be looking for those of you.
Not a bad day.
Okay. The office. We can turn up the lights a little. You know, the thing about the office is that it makes fun of all of these diversities, many diversity trainings that we have to go through and take. And if you didn't see this one, they put on the little name tag that the other person had to ask questions so that they could identify who they were. And of course, in asking the questions, they were also stereotyping who they were doing. So it's a hilarious show. You can see the whole thing on YouTube. And try that out. And how many saw it again? Saw that? What did you think of it? Yes.
It's making humor out of things, but yet the reality is we've seen it happen in writings. And you know that it's a nice book because it can educate, but at the same time you're constantly raising worse. You know, people don't understand that the office is kind of tongue-in-cheek humor. It can reinforce stereotypes.
That's right. So we can kind of make fun of it, but in fact, some people are really being impacted by it, and hurt by it, or offended by it, or angered by it, or just don't really understand kind of what to do. And sometimes that understanding and not knowing exactly what to do is on both sides. You know, both people who are in the situation may not quite know how to handle it. So one of the things that we found at the Level Playing Field Institute is the amount of money that is actually spent on diversity training. So anyone have a guess as to how much is spent on diversity training across, at least the U.S. is where we spend right here?
You mean a total amount? Or
Yeah, total amount. Like, who said $1 million?
Billion.
10 billion. Louder.
500 million.
Wow, it went from, well, 8 to 10 billion annually. $8 to $10 billion annually is spent. We did a survey of all the companies and all the nonprofits on how much money is actually spent on diversity training. And maybe we haven't spent enough, or I don't know what it's about enough, right? It may be more about how we have the conversation that gets us to where we really want to go. That's a lot of money though. So I'm going to take us through the agenda. Many of you already are aware of kind of some sociological models that we can use, like a process that you're going through, that you're learning, the appreciative inquiry, that's like a tool you'll be able to use in the future. I'm just going to review just 3 models to serve as background for the work that we're going to do when I get into detail about hidden bias and Globe Smart. We'll talk about the challenges, and then we have an exercise that we want you to do. I'll share the research from Level Playing Field Institute. We'll go over the Globe Smart, and many of you brought your profiles, so we'll go over that. And basically what I'm doing today is giving you some new thinking, a couple of tools that you can use from now forward in your roles here at UC Santa Cruz. One thing I forgot to say is my son and daughter-in-law actually graduated from here, got their BAs from here. My son was at Kresge, and my daughter-in-law was at Porter. They were very excited that we were coming here today. Okay, so let's just review. I'm not going to take it. Have any of you seen this model, this team effectiveness model? Look familiar at all? Okay, it's pretty simple, and I'm not going to belabor it. But basically what it's about is talking about that at the bottom of the pyramid, the kind of structure of performance, it starts with relationships. If you can get relationships to a certain point where people have trust and where teamwork is organic, then you have a better chance at getting to the rest of the things you're trying to get at. So when you're clearer and you have a trust base in relationships, and that's actually also where you gain your cultural competency, then the processes that you have to work through or create can be more efficient. There's more collaboration if you've already built teamwork and trust at the base. You built that teamwork and trust at the base, you got your processes going. Then as you start to identify roles or expect accountability with roles, it's easier at that point.